the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
For lawyer be about Bekasa at the afar a yedi ura tim. And just a warm a friend of a operation recover all to know. Lawyer no a say. Sa Timono a be freely a NDC. Na warm be no a beca operation recover nothing. If say, Sa Timono NDC 4 at Sa Tim say warm would be good a MPP 4 and the massy. Na and some woman evidence be a refer a MPP 4 home. Just said the Kwame Bafo Abronye, Edin Camber kind say, oh, Rano, a benya BB a genaso, a dia BB tia a MPP Amunukuna, na a NPP 4 no warm honey pebi, and a tam evidence be an IBB, a dia coma a uratino, who could the two Oblaqua as when evidence, na a MPP ning. Na Bronya refer to Canada compare with Japon. So, no, and a 10 tam near Madocoma a NDC 4 no. Na ene lawyer nastam o tudwa no kire say NDC 4 wom ora tim ene eya attorney general ene ma wom ye no age say wom ni nyina so bia age say wom plans ene wom bibia wom take against MPP bia no ebe freely age say ebe wi achi no e nim guase ena ede bebre eye NDC amonoku no ebusuafo lawyer yi ensem o de tudwa ena no pay no
NDC 4 no omo opposition no na omo person omo use the brand the previous or another appointees of President Akufo-Addo say omo ye akronfo ora no media so far from their mehu any nsem ni bi wo hono ma media kire no honorable say si be ni give to why issues ne ka de minkom but the work court that na me hu no me hu ni say ora no yeah, you say, hold on,
I don't know. A new moment, I feel I charge you on one coin.
Something I charge you that
no contempt.
There be me contempt. Say, me contempt. But didn't tell me see me common say, I feel na agent no. I issued the charge sheet. I have a court. I drink for any plea. So me guilty, I know me guilty. Until say agent ni be any disclosures. I then a dance here ne in sema or person ojina so de bo. We cannot say age no good case and I say only good case. It is a matter maka ho asem ne dia age na nkasa ye disclosures a dance here original so or the prosecutor no the aba bonten a age yi obe prosecutor obi a oba media mu be kan nsem a waka na ne de beto sanie so aka ho asem. Enti na meka say dia afi a give to wire mu de odi abai dia. Me nya ho age ni disclosures obeye. Enti na cannot say age no case and I say age in any case.
Okay.
But the whole court that or prosecuted to say
okay, only case say but the fact that Oranisha say well like BB any but then when you BB any evidence or say me the way no
evidence no.
But only evidence why would you go and embarrass?
That is why I am saying sir. That's what I'm saying sir. There are matters in court me dear about oral from evidence now it will be very difficult for the AG to secure any prosecution. Say on NSSI
to secure conviction and not prosecution.
To secure conviction. Until I make us say NSSI say me yenya botre na AG ni the disclosures. Or any disclosures are obi abehu asem na open court obi abehu AG ni evidence or see or won't here or the prosecutor prosecution ye no court ye nya ni media so. Nti say o dance ye tia obi a Umfasa mi dance here no enko dan press center o de bekwa dan court. That is why many of us are against the approach of oral. Obi ani wo ya against say obi afọ mine sika emia ne mfa mbra kwan so. Ye na support say no. But the attempt to say so obi afọ mine sika ye be gu nipa ne ho fi ye be embarrassing nipa ne kran sa na ye di nipa na kwa kopie court wo be ka ya kob na dubu ahia asemi ye ho press conference ka sa abrante no ne yere ya kronfo o mewi o mine sika akotoka ene den ene okokota there is no evidence correct say owi o mine sika de koto dan ya na bi. That's what I'm telling you say based on the disclosures of the Attorney General then we can determine whether or not say there is any assembly wo honoma ye betime gina so edi ajeli sankofo na say betime gina so dia kase sankofo no o ma for mine sika no mo fa o mine sika but orally omoye ni operation recover all the loot to end up with operation recover nothing.
I see.
Because clearly no already aban we na aban we ni more interested in using oral as a PR stunt say ye fan kan gu abandada nkrofo no enimase omoko court to even class so omube prove your case na some no court intimi nko details but to prove their case is becoming a challenge for them. That is why Dominica in here press conference that's why Dominica there was a court process and they say court process you cannot surprise anybody.
Okay.
There is a process that your friend disclosures.
Okay.
You do disclosures now. All prosecution, I say na constitutional canon. I was say una umiti. I was say una umiti the constitutional threshold of proving the guilt of the accused person beyond every reasonable doubt. Say bonina nipa na ye bia na was say utimi exhibit and also ultimate prove some nipa ne di boni beyond any doubt bia. But Attorney General we know clearly no and American from the ameme hu any nsema me di akire oral cases ni bia me di akire no. It will be very difficult for the AG to meet that threshold, but it is very easy for the AG to come into the media to make it look like say nipa no aye den we di boni. Number 2
say ora and the results
when I the one you are prosecuting because of ora mpacho.
Okay.
Maybe ana me nya we. Let me say me bisa a question. Why na you are prosecuting no sa pepepe but ebia me no bia nyama ni bi wo no ma minim say ebia ora na yield the result say you convict asumeti na obenti me nya but the American ni ane say ora na ban no e dey gu MPP4 e pese dey gu MPP4 enimase e pese dey create perception say amanfo awieska in abanda da no enti yemfa scheme membra ne yemfa scheme no but you see ya me dem no see no the American yan says so be awies kan fa ne fam bra kwan so nipa no want a right of presumption of innocence yes you say nipa no ne ho son until say court e be gia tum say wadi bone. Number 2 nipa no the right say obi defend ne ho enti no e ma nya ne say because these persons are political persons and I say because oral is a political promise enti no we convict the people in the media, we prosecute them in the media, convict them in the media before we take them to court. And then asema Attorney General they are in court after 10 months. You are press conference back 3 and after NSS assembly. You see, there is a clear distinction between say Omagana for update and they say convicting microphone with media name. In fact, in instances of Cabinet Dubai, they no press conference no. Attorney General can say hesenya bonia abranche ne yiri ne dina se wamba for plea bargain here de no ko twins awo mo beba no abo akokra nti ono de opese o ka chia abranche ne se ombra for plea bargain Attorney General your press conference ka san sem ni nia eti ni se o there be on call for plea bargain because otusu se ondi boni bia eti se o ti baby na utie mede wadama mede manusi ni utie mede manusi ni utie Attorney General now hear the posting of abai we ni emu nkrofo na
emma Madam and Namedjumwa Mentiasi. And I say for the sake of your loyalty to your parties, Nintino. Dream koso kura you defend it, or Mrakura hospitals are horon, Crawford da form no moja. Or Mrakura nurses for 13,000 HD in Tria or Moka. Yes, I did back to a best shimmer pa was oral dispensation with me. Sir, Kobane say. Attorney General to me seek conviction of the people we perceive to have been, been corrupt when they were given office. So, sir, Ghana card, NSA, this NPP, a promise a cashless system. In fact, that was the mantra. Say, omo person mo digan dum pensua. A Bema system no are free from carrying cash around because now robbery no manoma aye too much. Until the issue of say a best share Ghana card mukina no. Do na jina say ye person ko for this budu ebegu omo car boot and what best omo bottom. And ya kodum pempesu. Say asanka dream ni ho a anka the word goes name crop anka emma. And as a dream so na anka enkrofo endia. Anka there was no way anka the opposition today NPP ebe jina baby aka say enam hye hye gu kwan a save Ghana so a save Ghana so time na yem fa hye gu kwan mu ana en save ya hwe no e de na ekoso nchese na nkofo boy ekro no a special prosecutor's office ye set it up wo kohwe omo report mu omo akrono omo my chronicles of esika mo save Ghana Attorney General otwam ye power no ono so obema ye items a year e kire enemy interventions esika ya save about it means say nkrofo bokro no and so we don't want to accept it say nkrofo the dream just because we belong to a party dream wa akoso ewo sa NSS scandal plus Signals Bureau Attorney General Bejina Bontin Kachira yese per the evidence no there is no way as a perform between escape a friends of justice you na yet you
and evidence in a way
Mr. We were waiting for them to as it were some court some court na processes in the course me ora prosecution na e course no ade ba ko ama matami din kakra and say I believed that the previous administration destroyed the judiciary and so there was the need for judiciary to see a better balance in it so do Mahama kai no nti me ma dwem no se ya judiciary no is at a point me ma dwem no ampa a balanced until then sa ke be balance no
then na man balanced
talk of no remover was one pillar of making the judiciary balance. Talk on us remover.
I don't know your judiciary.
I know but say Ekobane say Leka say finance but Leka say she would have been the lenders of the last resort also given. Right.
You don't know your penny popra.
Exactly. This Nsem-Pii book can focus the soon probably could do like catchia the judgment a be free one just say more or less no and one no. And to see now the balancing of the judiciary no Mahama I want to hope and believe say some they will go through the process. Now Sekobane say evidence will hose nipa baako to me jina faako eto or done 27. Nipa baako ene nkrofo ni yemi nsa bi etumi eyi sika say efin NSS eko ha. Nipa baako transfer 52.8 billion Ghana cedis e de fa baby ai na yehu baby owo a mo nanam na New York a o mo pese o mbeba Ghana no so yam to me am make sure say taxpayer no a ye wi a o musika e di servicing individuals no yam to me seek convictions am Ghana e be ye me ya say men kan say krono ye but obi ko bokro no akrono no enye so huge bia say bia market wakowie bibi wakowie provisions na yakọ convicted na behuna order nsawom anas obi kodi 1 month obi kodi 2 months etc. Time NSS nsem ba me betra aka nsem bi say me information about me na nkofo ne machi no mo patch within that period na ye chase owura Kwabena Dubai no one journalist question they interviewed him tabo ye ofi whichever place and na ye call to say him fana na op no or say he was very sure that he will come out free and that he hadn't done anything. And this and a lawyer, I will attach here, Modibetu has time to be corrected. Modibetu just say, Esikana, it is a less so where Dubai and area no, or would be my national security. Just as I'm dreaming course, and can ban a same institutions, or this can be a man, a could use some peso.
Doctor to force and cast it. And was say yeah auditing of a national service for form and the payroll. So I be say yeah had a count in the year no. Na 81,885 a national service personnel. One more national service bia. Nemo ye di omudi ahia ketua homam. Na won no odi hyemu a eye bosumi bia na etua omusika e de ma om free a wo mo nya adwuma bia. Sister ya wo ya no so eto nchen ya. Ade baako a yenua no fa so de ball eye man ne kro no through the national service eye scheme yenua eye gift your ware me pa just ya tem you ade baako eye ne say what the national service akatua no a yedi betua nkwala no sika no ekosi a wo wakɔgye besia e wo bank ho say eye omoma eye TV omoma fridge omoma say on high eye purchase enti ye de sa anyama yi abesi a wo moma ye sika no mo di sika kobu o account mu a sister ya omudi sika ni free hwe Yenua
won say baby a lot is no problem no so so mu di nfi asa se me won say fe na kokko asa wadi abu awi dada thank you how qualify na
sister ya ade ba ko me metena sidi a me ntia se na say me say me my national president pe
oh sir
my national president pe ade ba ko me ntia se na say sister ya tie bi o
me too bra
director general of national service you say you post enkrofo e de o makọ national service no makọ ye atuhu achadwuma ye post enkrofo a director general no so bi ya bankrofo a ye post o so mko ye adwuma national service o kan bi
ye post
so
ono so ye national
service personnel
afen wa wie university
I national service personnel
I see
na ye post ni wie no no kọ ye e-switch ye card who say national service you through e-switch it is say you posting as national service person obi a director general no o say
sabre no
obi a no director general no ya say you posting director general you posting so national service person now anoko ye e-switch card style e-switch card director general ko ye no ye kokko check e-switch card no so style na sika ye tuagu e-switch card no so 8,256,000 Ghana cedi sika ya tuagu director general ni e-switch card so say oye national service eye personnel na sa kro no we sister ya utimi hwenya mi anim eye Ghana bonense director general bosu bibia aban tu awka oji fuel allowance oji eye maintenance allowance oji gate friend say watchman allowance oji rent allowance sa de we na etu ni na sister ya nini na no anson ama wutimi ni ye postiu as national service eye personnel esa ko di sika we edigi yi switch so a mmofra no kra no boso me no beso na sika ni ye bi kra na ye de ayeden ye de atuam and we no na ye de ye ko so sister ya ade ba ko eji sankai ne se ye nuanom national service eye directors na no mo ho no gift your ware ne nkrofo ni omo ye ne se ombe engage wo so ye be fa was vendor nemom ye betua sika na de afa wo ye be yusu wa yi ne etua sika na de afa wo line so ye tua de fa so na wakoyi na de ayeden wo de abere yen eti wo mo tam eye Ghana sika national service sika no mo tua ade ato eye suppose eye vendor na account mu o mo tua de tu wi a no ma fa fitire akọ vendor no ho o sika no a etua ma no ye ba beje ade no wa pe kakra de ma vendor no no mo so ma sika no bum no mo de akoso mu fie ene mo busu o ma ye den o ma di sika no ase na kwasta ya sa nyema we nyina ko so anda eye president Akufo-Addo e wo Ghana ha eno ba kai na ye beto aba no ana media foundation for West Africa ekoye se hwehwemu ye ode ade beto dwa say ya na me ye hwe bi mu no say anka ban no aye minded of fighting corruption no anka kwanya se bia so anka befa sa asem no be adwa no woni a wonkodi sa ensemmone no say ya ye de mefa mra kwan so no aye aban no ampa mu a wanfa wo manfa mra kwan so because dem fa ho corruption ya de a wo no wo hwe say wo be ko atia if he say President Akufo-Addo he was accused of being the chief clearing agent in this country enuchi ana sa akro ni wo boy Ghana sika agent na eka so mafa Ghana sika more than 200 million Ghana cedi hwenkola na tete fam munya dex so hwenkola wayek plan ye de omuka na ban no ntimi ye entua na nipa mienu nipa miensa etimi fa sa sika we sabe edi asa na kwa esa ya me dwe ne se sa sika no a omudi ye no enye ye director general ni deputies nko na edi ye mimi nsusu ye medwen se empanyinifobia no mo Flagstaff House enso ka ho e be sika ni bi no mo tu sika ni bi mom because enye nsusu ye enye sa sister answer no fire ka be nsusu me ba cho enye wakasa wie jani mi kasa wie na opeso so mbo jani
why
sister me bon
gaza se no bi ogusu opposition
na sister ya ne ye kan se aban we dia why na adwen say he will fight corruption tinansi o man pen John Dramani mama ka say even yen ye wo aban mu sisi yen ye wo agencies ni state institutions
but I'm for say as a match wo ho because we to say the lawyer about your question obi say say ora no sa 9 months or 10 months in one pan wetimi a prosecuting no AC
say about they prosecute AC in like just 9 months. And also first also your investigation now we have evidence say na enkoye say oba kokko do court na unkura adanse di ayemme wonwa papa say enenya MPP ni abetina ha na anka wo say ode chawpa ade magana fo me ye MPP ni na me ba o studio ha say ya ka me de enkutodwe ebegu fam be den sa yam apak Ghana for chaw ni titiru and nurse foi mapa won chaw enso kwasi botwe obetina ha isabe ayampia nko ana oto onya nuhu bia enuhu a wankasa o flag bearer eye Dr. Mahmood Baum yanya ya wo pachawa ebi mu se mo on pachawa ma ne ho mo pachawa mo mu na because omo de omo nya boni bi ono na aye boni no sa nuhu no na wo senka wunya na wo so de chawpa e de magana fo hwe sister ya
yes coach
ya ka anese fo Nsem sister ya yi but o tie die pa
onye me tie
you see ayasa na amawe ho bia be hye me kra mu mase enuanom mo di boni sei mo di boni wie ya mo betina ha na mo to ayampia
coach boni ne sei
sister ya emi kra ta bi wa camera na betimi capture enie
eswadodo camera capture
where the supposed clearance akwasi botwe please enya iPhone 17 asam
the map prince o person on project was screen
me wi send ya man
no ati ya no hu ni phone no
hwe akwasi botwe wa betina ha the supposed clearance na o ka ho asam no enu nie me pa cho nyaboche clearance made by July 2024. July 2024.
Okay.
And now, also financial clearance.
Okay.
Please refer to blah blah blah. Almost said they were hiring 15,000 so-called nurses or so. Then, Obabedu Asiano, 0.7. And also please note that the financial clearance expires on 31st December 2024 and cannot be used thereafter. It is our financial clearance way. There was an expiration date on the financial clearance.
But your clerk, I want to try.
Me pacho ayabena osaya sare. Aye former deputy minister for Affairs and Finance.
Okay.
Or signing on behalf of the Affairs and the minister. So Ministry of Finance. It will direct I think health.
So
that direct the health ministry.
The health ministry.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now
usually no financial clearance na expiration date was
no question. Hold on. It's not in perpetuity. Nemom some we are what job omutwa ho sika de to ho no mo e de share budget mu a anka nya ne senke ya bayi a afei na mo yenuan manesefo omo pe clearance afi ho. Eti wa fa nipa
in 2024 budget him.
Na ni o ma fa nche.
Then na ocho in July or ka expire December.
So finance ministry atro or the aba. Or the baby a e was say dey share eye budget him. That's the last quarter budget. And no man fa nche the budget him. It define a health ministry